Hello everybody. I'm here to talk to you today, once we've already met for class, about student behavior and my expectations of you all when you are in the class. We went over some of these expectations when we met today for the first time, and I just wanted to review these before you come back to class and we take our first quiz on this presentation. The first behavior I'd like to review with you again is cell phone usage. You probably already know that this is quite common in class, especially if you've been in college classes before. When I first started teaching 15 years ago, students didn't even have cell phones. And now, of course, we all do. And I've noticed more texting going on all around us, whether it's in the classroom or in stores or when people are driving, whatever the case may be. I do hope that you respect the classroom atmosphere and understand that texting and cell phone usage is really supposed to be used outside of the class. Now, I promise that I will not embarrass you in class. I won't call you out on the carpet in front of others like this teacher seems to be doing. However, please realize that instructors pretty much see everything that goes on in the classroom. I may not say anything to you during class, but be sure that I will pull you aside outside of class. And you really don't want to make this sort of impression on someone that is, in effect, your supervisor, right? This is a business communications class, and I am, in effect, your supervisor. So just be careful about the impression you might be making. The next behavior that I like to review with you again is talking in class, or basically side conversations like these two students are doing while the student is at, or the instructor is at the board. Again, we see everything and hear everything in class. We may not always respond to the behavior right away, but I would rather not see behavior like this while I'm teaching. Now, if you're working on a problem or in group work, it's understandable to have a conversation. But try to keep the side conversations to a minimum and try to keep them focused on class. The next behavior I'd like to talk about is essentially daydreaming. Now, we all do this. It's human nature. Talking to one another is human nature. Even using cell phones sometimes is a part of human nature. But try to maintain attention in class. I promise that I will do everything in my power not to put you to sleep. Some of you might be working all night and come to class at 8 a.m. That happens. If you ever feel tired, just stand up, walk around the room if you want, go to the back of the room, get a drink of water. But please don't do this. Now, again, most of my classes don't end up, or most of my students don't end up like this because I keep you all busy during class. I will not lecture for an hour and 20 minutes. They'll be lecturing, there'll be some group work, there'll be some brainstorms. The best way to look, of course, is like this. You want to make a good impression on all of your instructors, and this obviously is a class where everyone's paying attention, and hopefully because the teacher's doing a good job. You don't want to be sitting back like this. The last issue I'd like to discuss with you is basically copying or plagiarism. Now, as you know from our first meeting, there is a strict plagiarism policy in my department. If you're caught, you get a 0 for the assignment. If you are caught again, you are withdrawn from the class and a recommendation is made for expulsion from the school. I feel like I just need to put this one slide up here so you can think about that and make sure that you're doing your own work, and that if you need help, please talk to me. I will assign a student tutor to work with you, and we'll do everything we can to make sure that you don't have to rely on someone else for all of your work, but we can help you. Said those 4 behaviors, I like to end here. I always have to put a little slide in here for Clemson, being that I'm a graduate of there, and I'm a big fan of their football team and basketball team. And I hope that you remember the focus on the 4 behaviors that I discussed in this presentation, and that you're ready to talk about those in a short quiz when we return to class. And I will see you then.